I'm in touch with where we're at. 2021, transparency. I have an Instagram page. You're going to know about my life. You're going to find out shit about me. Google my name. You're going to know all of my history. You're going to know all of my past. You're going to know all of my records. You're going to know where I've lived. Like, I'm not going to pretend that I live in a world that you cannot find out shit about me. Sure. So I might as well tell you myself. Now, a lot of people, traditional therapists, are like, you shouldn't disclose anything about yourself. I don't believe in that. I get criticized. It doesn't matter. Here's the thing. Vulnerability.
Right.
When you can show somebody that you're available and you're able to be vulnerable, now all of a sudden the game changes.
Yep.
You give the person permission to be vulnerable. And I'm not saying I disclose details, like specific details about my life, but let me just share this one thing with you that I've been through. And it's a game changer. But people love to say, oh, you know what? He's a good therapist because all his patients just want to be his friend. You know?
I laugh because I'll tell you a story right after.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, oh, yeah, because he's a musician and his clients or his patients go see him play.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. And what? Does it change the outcome? Does it mean they're not getting better?
Right.
Does it mean they're not learning about their triggers? Does it mean that they're not learning coping mechanisms to handle those triggers? Is it affecting anything negatively? Or is it more positive? Or are they going to go back to another therapist where they feel that therapist is on a pedestal and then they're going to feel uncomfortable and they're going to come back to me? And it's just fascinating how people love to... Haters gonna hate, right? Isn't that like the slogan?
Change is uncomfortable, right? So, like...
Very uncomfortable.
What you're talking about is a change that people are uncomfortable with. Mm-hmm. And I just, like, I laughed earlier because I'm the owner, one of the owners of the company. I am the chef of the company. It's like, it carries like a ton of weight. But my people, and I tell them, and they know it, I've lived their life. I know their struggles. I know what they're going through. I know you can talk about the most ratchet of the ratchet to the most high end of the high end. I've lived it all.
Yep.
I've worked in the upper echelon fine dining. I've worked in the bars when you were drinking at fucking 9 a.m. in the morning just to get through the day. I have lived all of it. I've slept in my fucking car. I've done all the things. And I have no problem telling people that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care.
Dude, we shouldn't be ashamed of our biography.
But in essence, like, because one thing that fascinates me so much about a kitchen, in essence, I mean, F&B in total, but like a kitchen in
What's
essence,
F&B? Just kidding.
We're beyond that. We passed that. Is the aspect of, like, the human beings involved, they come from all walks of life. And I love that.
Yep.
And I love that. And I love, one, to provide a different opportunity for people. Two, to be able to impact their life. Right? And three, to relate to them. Because I've done all of it. Right? Just like, and I won't give specific details, and just like in recent life, someone came to me and they didn't want to come to me after being in a very tough place. And I was like, my dude, I got you. The reason why I built this thing was for people like us. You're going through a tough time, and listen, you can burn me. But just like they said in a Bronx Tale, if I lost you for $5, then brother, you weren't worth it.
Ooh, that's a great reference, great movie. Oh my God. I fucking love you now.
That's the best.
I fucking love you now. With that reference, holy shit.
That's the best gangster movie of all time.
Correct.
Without a doubt. You can
Fact.
talk about Casino and
and
Goodfellas. And all those things to the end of time.
It is the best.
It is the best gangster movie of all time. What Ray Liotta did in that movie, like,
yeah.
It is the best. So anyways, money is like a thing that we've created.
Sure.
If we lose people over money, then was never meant to be.
Correct.
But I'm here to provide an opportunity for people because I have lived that, and that's why I built this thing. That's why I built the house for us.
Yeah.
So don't, and like I told that human, don't feel ashamed ever coming to me because I've lived all the things. Just because I have a nice chair now and I have an office that I never sit in doesn't mean that I'm any different than you are.
Yeah.
And it's like that I only had a semblance of that opportunity once in my career, but I feel like I and other people in my circle provide that every day for people. And that
That's
to
a
me is a
beautiful
very
thing.
powerful place.
It's invaluable. I mean, are you kidding me? That's amazing.
But it's also, so this is the interesting perspective. It's a heavy weight to carry.
What?
And I would say the same thing, and I would say that you're more studied than people like me and other people in my kind of industry, but like, it's a heavy weight for you to carry too, but it's part of your gig, right? We were never trained to carry that.
Right. Well, I mean, I think it's just like what you said at the very beginning of this 4-hour podcast.
Whatever. Forget about the hours.
That's just good. But one thing you said at the beginning is there's a point where it's up to them. You said that at the very beginning. And when you get it, one thing is to say it, and another thing is to own it and embrace it. And once you own it and embrace it, you can let go. So you don't take it home with you. You don't worry about it.
Sure.
You know, it's like, okay, I make it clear to them, like, you have to understand that this process, you come here, there's 168 hours in a week, you come here for one. You have 167
Isn't
hours.
it crazy that in 168 hours in a week, we only work on ourselves for one?
For one.
Yeah?
Or we make the effort to go somewhere to work on ourselves.
Right.
And that's the point. It's like saying, okay, it doesn't, this is where you get, this is the class, and now you do the homework, right? Now you got to do the stuff. Now you got to do the things. And that's on you. It's not on me. I can't lose sleep over that because I need to get proper sleep to help other people.